Hey everyone, how's it going? Today, I'm going to talk about the Acolyte. I watched the 2 episode premiere. This is going to be heavy with spoilers, so if you don't want them spoiled, don't. The easy, blunt part of this is going to be, it's not terrible, but it's not good. And I got a feeling it will turn terrible. Of course, we've all seen the preemptive deflection on the part of Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headland. Is that her name? It's not even important anymore. But you know, oh, male-dominated fandom, da da da. Yeah, of course, you guys know I'm not a super political dude.
You think it's cool to hate things, and it's not. It's boring.
I don't use terms like woke, all that BS. It's low-hanging fruit, so I'm not going to do it here. And I'm going to try to look at this thing just from a story perspective. So, the basics of the story is you have Osha and May. They are supposed to be twins. May is trying to kill Jedi. She kills one right off the bat, Carrie-Anne Moss. Which I know subverted expectations. Honestly, it would have subverted my expectations if Carrie-Anne Moss survived. Because you never saw her in the previews anywhere past that. And I was just like sitting there going, she's going to die in the first couple of frames. And I was right. Now, there is a little bit of intrigue in that, May convinces another Jedi Master to basically kill himself. I was confused by this too because, supposedly her Sith Master is telling her to kill Jedi without a weapon. Technically, she killed him with guilt. The weapon he used was on himself. I've gotten way ahead. Sorry. Alright, so the very first parts of it, May fights and kills Carrie-Anne Moss. Then we go to the Jedi Temple. Then they capture Osha because they think it's her. They play with a few things here, like, hey, yesterday was your day off whenever all this started. Now, one other thing I want to point out. We don't know if all this stuff is happening in real time. Some of this stuff could be framed out of sequence. We don't know. And that's going to become important at the end. They say, oh, well, there's another thing going on over here. It can't be her. But one thing I want to point out, two things I want to point out later. They go to another planet. They find out May has a dude in the apothecary. Again, important. Dude apparently has skills. And then May sneaks in and convinces the Jedi Master to kill himself. Now, several things. Kind of important. You never really see May and Osha together. They're always separated. Purposefully. Now, until the very end of the second episode, you see them at the same time. And I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I think they're leading us to a point of Osha's fire trauma led her to this dissociative identity disorder. And if that's it, it's going to be really stupid. Because, again, this is just, I feel they're preemptively trying to tell us to get ready for something really shitty. Now, I could be dead wrong on this, but here's part of my stuff. Okay, first off, I just said, we never see this stuff in sequence. We don't know if this stuff is happening in sequence. It could all be happening separately and we not be aware of it. A weird moment comes with the Jedi Master who is meditating on a shield when May puts the poison down in front of him and he quits levitating and says, May, I've been waiting on you. Thing is, she was just there. Or was she? That's the weird thing. That was weird. Yeah, you're getting it. Now, when they get the reports, oh, something else is going on. you got to remember there's the apothecary dude who apparently is also an acolyte of the Sith. See where I'm getting to here. And, there's a whole bunch of stuff I'm sitting here like going, huh. Yeah, now, at the end, we'd actually see them together. Both of them are convinced that the other twin is dead. Yeah, I mean, come on. This is soap opera bullshit. So, but then they see each other for the first time. And then she shoots the stun cannon and May takes off. Now, a couple things. You don't hear the guy that she just pushed out of the car screaming and yelling, "Hey, that's my speeder." He's not saying anything. Everybody's just kind of standing around looking. That's a little odd. If we are to believe it's DID, could this be how May/Osha's brain played it out in her fractured little mind? I can see it going back and it just be the guy in the speeder who's speeding away from the stun cannon thing. She missed on purpose, blah, blah, blah. I know, that seems thin and a bit of a stretch, but at the same time, this is, the way it's written, it's just weird. It's just like, what? So May's whole point is she's out on a, now, the other way is maybe they are really twins and da-da-da, but why would the Sith Lord care? That's the thing I'm losing. Why care? And our Jedi Master friend very plainly and openly says he saw May die. He seems one of the few competent characters in this whole thing. And how would he think she died if she didn't? This one, if it turns out I'm wrong, that line has to be explained. Because that's too far gone. Now, as I said, it's not good, but it's not bad. It's just kind of there. And I'm really watching it for the train wreck aspect of it. Because, they've done so much preemptive crap about this show. I'm like sitting here going, this is going to be horrible. Because, the whole time, it's kind of weird because, Miss Headland starts talking about, Rian Johnson using, flashback false memories. As if that was our problem with The Last Jedi. No, it wasn't. It was the fact that Luke Skywalker, who believed there was still good in his father, tried to strike down his freaking nephew. That's a total character change. It does not work that way. Characters change, but they don't go to killing their nephews. It didn't make sense for the character. It just didn't, okay? And that's what the problem was. It wasn't the use of the tool, okay? It was the misuse of the character. And these guys don't understand that. It's very clear they don't. Now, their advantage here is they haven't got a character they can screw up. Because if they screw up a character, we're not going to give a shit. Because we don't know this character. We don't care about them. I really think the show is going to fall on its head and be laughable when it's done. Again, there's just not much here. I mean, everybody seems to be, minus our main Jedi Master, Soul. He's pretty alright. I like him. I like the Wookiee at the end of episode 2 so far. He's pretty cool. But those are the only two characters I've really felt like I had anything for. So, again, I could be dead wrong. I am from time to time. It's okay. But I just kind of smelled something. I just smelled something coming. A bad plot point, a bad plot twist that'll people hate, and they'll say, "You see, they hate women in leads," which has nothing to fucking do with it. It has to do with a bad storyline. I mean, they did this with Reva, and it was like, no, she was just a bad character. I mean, I really tried with that character too. She was just a bad character. You know, and that's it. It's just a bad character. A pointless character, did not need to be in the story at all. I mean, okay, whatever. And I'm kind of feeling that way about the Acolyte. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll see it through to the end. If I'm dead wrong, I'll revisit it. If I'm right, I'll probably revisit it. Either way. But thanks, guys. Thank you for listening to me ramble about the stupidity of the Acolyte so far. Yeah, I'll see you in a couple of weeks, and we'll see where this is gone. But I just had to speak on it because it was running through my brain after I watched it. It's just like, oh, yeah, you never see those two together except at the very end. And it seems like they're going to the same places all the time. So, weird. Weird. Oh, and in the Jedi Temple, how'd she get in the second time? That was good. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, that is a good point. All right. Okay, so, thanks, everyone. Don't forget to do all the likey, subscribey stuff, and take care.